Hey guys, so we start PiYo on Monday, so I wanted to go over a few tips to help with form and also just to make sure that you guys are doing your best practice for the workouts to get the best results. As with any workout, you have to really concentrate on the core. Core is our powerhouse. It's going to be the power behind any movement you do, whether it's PiYo, jogging, CrossFit, yoga, you name it. You want to strengthen this core. It's a huge part of making everything else work and transform your body the way you want it to be. So key things I would say with PiYo is to make sure that your shoulders are up, back, and down. Have that posture that it's stabilized and your shoulder blades are pulling that chest back and that your chin is in a neutral position. Think of about a fist apart to help with that. Another key thing I always tell my class is the belly button to spine and drawing up like you're zipping zipping pants up. So stabilizing, corset, drawing in and up. That's going to help with your movements so that you're not going into the lower back. Other things. So when you're looking at core, you're looking at the front, side, back, and glutes. So if you're not targeting your glutes during workouts, you're actually doing a disservice to yourself when you're trying to strengthen your core. And a lot of people don't realize the importance of strengthening glute muscles for core development. All right, so more things to look at. So to kind of get you started on core stuff and just to kind of give you an idea of where you might be at, I want you guys to come to the floor. And from here, I want you to scoop the abs. A key thing I want to see is for you all to see is, can you go into a V-sit position? Can you draw those things up? If that's really hard for you, that means this area of your body has not fully developed. So you're going to be strengthening those in the next 60 days. Promise me, it's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. But if that's the case, always know that there's going to be modifications in the video. But keep that posture, keep that core, think of the powerhouse. Another key thing is when you're, anytime that you're either in a high plank or a low plank, you're doing total body with this. So you're always going to be squeezing those glutes. Do not let those hips drop. The minute you start feeling that, stabilize, draw it up, push through the heels, and let that core pull in and wrap around everything. All area of your body is wrapped and stabilized. This part, be avoiding that too as much as you can. So I always suggest people, use a mirror if needed when you get started. That way you can see what we all have bad habits. And we don't even realize we have those bad habits. So as you are doing this, a mirror is great to start creating that self-awareness of your body and where you are in relationship to the things in space, so the things around you. Other key things is anytime you go into a squat, you're going to be sitting back into those heels. So your weight is behind you. So think of everything pulling back. You're down through here. The minute you start feeling that shift forward, you're transferring this weight to the toes. That's going to put a lot of strain on your knees and lower back. So if a movement causes you that you're going low, but then you start tipping as you hit a certain point, you don't bring it so low. You bring it up and make sure that weight's here. When you go into rear lunges, the weight is always going to be in that lead foot. So the weight is in this heel, shift, weight is in this lead heel. So key things, just kind of start creating that body awareness. That's a huge part of what our challenge and accountability group is about. It's not only, of course, we're talking about the mind and the spirit, but with the body, that's not just a physical aspect. Start being aware of your muscles and your movements and how you're moving around throughout the day. That awareness is going to help you so much for whatever goal you're doing. Last but not least right now is a key thing I always see, and this is a huge part of my classes that I have to remind them because it's knowing which muscles you're working. So some of the movements are coming up, you're bringing it down, you're going to hinge from the hips. It's not a forward fold, it's a hinge. Down, then completely sit. Most of you will be stepping back into high plank. So when you're doing that, we go into the chaturanga, which is just the tricep. You can bring to your knees. Up dog. Knees would hover and float if you're able to get to that position. Pushing back into downward dog. What I want to show you from this position is sometimes we go into a single leg down dog. With this movement, there's a lot of transferring forward to a low lunge. A lot of you might find yourself doing this. You get your toe caught and you keep bouncing it forward, trying to get that 90-degree angle. You're not using your leg. That movement is not a leg movement. You're drawing up through the core, squeezing those lower abs to draw that forward. So it's more fluid. So you're here, and sweep core, forward heel contact. Same thing when you shift back. So you just start getting into that fluid movement. Think of that core. Never let that core go. And any time that you have where you're going downwards with a reach, that core is drawing up. So think of it always working in opposition with your movements. Reach down means core drawn up. Because the minute you let that core drop, you're dropping into muscles and knees. And that's not a good thing for you guys. And I want you guys to have the best, best experience with this, and that you feel like you're gaining power, not weakening those muscles. And as with anything, if there's a certain move that you all have a hard time with, just let me know. And I'll be sure to do a little video to help with some form and coordination for you all. So that's it for now. Again, let me know what you need help with. I'll be more than happy to assist in that area. Thanks, guys.